Now just waiting on Ace Diver, it looks like, to move along. Clearville Babe stands up. Miss Relentless. There's a riderless one over there too, by the looks of things. It's fairly hard to see from here what that riderless one is. But there's a huge crowd here this afternoon for this official opening of this magnificent complex here at Goulburn. Now number 6 is the one. Strong Emotion is the one out of line. Riderless, Strong Emotion. Now that leaves Ace Diver, the one to move up. The rider getting back into the saddle on Strong Emotion. It's trained by Miriam Firth at Hawkesbury. Craig Rickson remounting. Boom Sound right into 240 on the tote. A huge go late for Boom Sound, a first starter. Now Ace Diver led up towards the line in those red colours. Jones Jr. Fascinating Bull. Go Joe Go. Clearville Babe settles down. Miss Relentless. Now it looks as though they're set. Starter coming around to release the field. Race 1 on this historic occasion, the official opening of this magnificent complex here at Goulburn. The line is just about set. And a big field over the 900 metres. Boom Sound is moving around in the stall. Strong Emotion settles down. Now the starter goes up. This is it. They're set to run. And the gates open. A good start on Clearville Babe out wide, and Dandy Lass got away well, and Francia showing speed. And down towards the inside, going up there was Miss Relentless into a leading position, and further back to Boom Sound, followed then by Copper, and further back in the field as they sort themselves out there was Jones Jr., followed by Belvale, well back in the field as they race up towards the turn. They've got about 500 to go, and Francia leads. Francia leads the field around the turn, about 2 or 3 in front. Boom Sound, followed then by Miss Relentless on the outside, running on. Then Bow City down towards the inside, followed by Ace Diver. Clearville Babe is back behind those, followed by Copper, Strong Emotion, and well back behind those True Justice, followed by Belvale. But Francia kicked away. Francia's a huge leader, out about 4 or 5 in front of Boom Sound, and there's no danger to Francia. This is a very, very impressive win. The first winner to Ken Callaghan, the local galloper trainer. And Francia wins. Boom Sound is second. Now close for third, Miss Relentless or Jones Jr. Back behind those in the field, Bow City, followed by Ace Diver, Strong Emotion. Then Go Joe Go, True Justice. Further back then Copper, followed by Belvale, Clearville Babe, followed then by Dandy Lass, and back amongst the tail enders Fascinating Bull. Oh, how good's this, Francia? Trained on the track by Ken Callaghan, ridden by Jamie Whitney. Francia raced by Miss P. Cole and R.C. Franklin, a 4-year-old Bayer Brown mare. A first start in a race by French Current out of Medinas. And a very smart galloper, Francia, bounded to the lead, and it's won by a big space at the finish. Number 7 is the winner. That's Francia, ridden by Jamie Whitney. 1 Boom Sound second, Len Beasley, and it's fairly close for third. The judge will probably call for the photo. But that was a most impressive win. Ken Callaghan, the local galloper, the local trainer, training the first winner here on this official opening here this afternoon. Francia, a 4-year-old Bayer Brown mare by French Current out of Medinas, raced by Miss P. Cole and R.C. Franklin. Now second, another first starter, Boom Sound. Boom Sound ran into a very smart galloper here in Francia. Boom Sound, heavily supported, is by Volcanic Prince out of Maguire, Bob Elliott, Kembla Grange, Len Beasley. Now third will stand by for third. It's 7-1 into photo. Now the time for the race, 50.30, 50.30 was the time. Now number 14 is third after the photo. That's Miss Relentless, Gary Moore, Brad Pengelly. But they ran into a pretty smart one here in Francia, number 7, $5.60 in New South Wales, $2 even, $1.40 for 1 Boom Sound, and 14 Miss Relentless to return, $1.60. So the numbers on the first official 714. Now the margin will be a big one.
Right, I will check that out in a moment. 7-1 and 14 by the looks of things there. 7-1 and 14. Thank you once again. Here's Matt.
Thanks, Nick. I'm pretty keen to get the thoughts of Wayne Harris in this next race. He got the trifecta home for us in the first race, and of course that very impressive winner, Francia, who cleared out to win by 8 lengths. She looked pretty good, didn't she?
She did. I think she's been primed for a good run today, and she ran accordingly.
Quite a few of the Sydney stables are represented here at Goulburn today. Clary Connors has brought a couple down. He's got Jestike in the next race.
I think he'd nearly get away with the race too, Matt. Only one run, did run second behind Lord Kefalonia, pretty smart galloper, and did parade very nicely, so it is my selection, number 1, Jestike.
Okay, what about the others? any dangers, Wayne?
Well, it's interesting, the first start here, Grand Orient, half-sister to the very good horse Arena. So I think it's had blinkers applied to it. It hadn't been doing a real lot until the blinkers went on. Has improved a bit. I give other chances to 2, Missile Sam. Saddle slipped at its last start. Senior Rider takes over here today. And probably number 9's got a chance to tell Wind Squall. It has been around the money lately.
Okay, so your numbers summing up?
1, 6 and 2, mate.
1, 6, 2 for Wayne Harris, Nick. And runners are on the track on their way around to the barrier for race 2 at Goulburn.
Okay, thank you very much, Matthew. Thank you, Wayne. Good luck, everyone. Cernegato's at 150. It's a favourite.
Now waiting on Justique to move along. Justique rearing behind the barrier stalls. Missile Sam still out. Beauchez. Shanghai Kid is back. So too is Moulton. And Moulton's stablemate Liqueur is riderless. Justique the solid favourite at 260, 630 Grand Orient, 650 Wind Squall, 780 Moulton, 850 Missile Sam. Missile Sam stands up from the Graham Rogerson stable. Starter coming round to release the field. Race 2 Goulburn. It's over 1,200 metres. The line is set. The light, just waiting on that light to go on. Wind Squall, the sound of the sea ace maid stands up. Missile Sam. Liqueur, Keen Edge. Justique, and away they go. That was a pretty good start indeed, and Costa High got away well. General Blue and Wind Squall, they're all looking for the lead, and Missile Sam not too far away. Ace Maid, Moulton off the track goes up, and Justique is going up towards the lead. Easing in behind those then Beauchez, further back to Liqueur as they sort themselves out. Now Grand Orient back third last, followed by Shanghai Kid and Capola down on the inside as they leave the back and race down the side. Inside the 800 metre mark, and Justique and Alan Robinson leads the field, about 3/4 of a length in front of Moulton. Wind Squall is third, followed then by Missile Sam, who's running fourth as they race up towards the turn. A break of about 2 behind those then. Beauchez on the outside of Costa High, followed by Keen Edge. Ace Maid as well back, followed by General Blue and Liqueur. And further back behind those, Sound of the Sea, Shanghai Kid and Capola in the straight as they race inside the 400. And Justique has kicked away. Justique is the leader, running on fairly well down the outside. Now is Moulton, and not too far away Wind Squall. In behind those, Costa High. Justique is taken on by Wind Squall now. Wind Squall raced up and put the head in front. Justique is battling away. They've drawn clear of Costa High. It's a Wind Squall on the outside, and Justique, they hit the line. Oh, bob of the head here. Either Justique or Wind Squall. Further back behind those, then Costa High, followed by General Blue. Then Capola, Race Made. Further back behind those, Sound of the Sea. Keen Edge, Grand Orient well back, followed then by Missile Sam back in the field, followed by Liqueur, Beauchez, and Shanghai Kid and Moulton with the last pair across the line.
He might have fought back on the fence and won this Justique for Danny Williams. So we'll just have a look at the photos. They hit the line there. It's very, very close. I think the one on the fence might have just kicked back and put the head out in front. Oh, gee, it is close though, isn't it? It's between Justique and Wind Squall there. Clear race 2, 38 for Aramis, 17 for Billy Budd. Shanazareem is at 66, $2.90 for D.
Righto, Nick, thanks very much. I've got one of the top local trainers with me, Danny Williams, who's got a runner in this next race, a first starter. I thought we might find out a bit of background. But firstly, nice to meet you, Danny, and it's a terrific track they've built here.
It certainly is. It's first class. I'd say it's one of the best in the country.
Right. Your property or your stables are not actually here at the track. You've got a property, how many k's from Goulburn?
It's about 10 minutes from town. It's a property very much similar to the track here. We've got a 20-metre wide grass track, 2,000-metre grass track, a sand track, and it's a very professional training establishment.
With Sandown coming up, tell us about some of your winners today. We've got the band about to strike up, but Stop the Fight in the next. What can we expect?
Well, Stop the Fight, he's a professional little racehorse. He's trialled twice back at Christmas last year, and I give the horse a good chance today. He's, first start in a race. You would expect the horse to need the outing today, but I think he's a horse of the future.
Okay, and later today, what would be the best hope of your stable getting a winner?
I thought Sling in the next race. I honestly thought he's been racing a little bit below his best, his last 2 runs, but hopefully it's his first run on his home track. I should expect a bit of improvement by him today, and providing that he has a bit of luck. He's drawn the outside barrier, so the Scott Scott Pollard's riding the horse for the very first time, so it's always an ask, outside barrier, young kid having his first ride in the horse, but I think class will prevail with him, yeah.
Excellent. Thanks, Danny, and hope you have some luck today too.
Thank you very much.
Danny Williams there, local trainer, and Nicky tells me that Normal Practice, his good horse that was placed in the Newmarket earlier this year, is coming along very well. So keep an eye out in the next couple of weeks for Normal Practice.
Got a lot of time for him as a horse trainer. Thank you very much, Matt. Yes. Now,
third event at Goulburn. The line is set. The gates open. My Navy Blue down on the inside, and Stanmark got away well. Jackovic Wing Siren is driving up along the inside. Hackettstown is looking for the lead. Further back behind those sorting themselves out, Stop the Fight. Further back behind those, Angry Arthur, followed by New Magic going up wide. Fond Heart between runners. Further back behind those then, Set to Love getting up along the inside. Kalani Ponds as well back. Morning Embrace at Anavic is last of all as they leave the back and race down the side. And the leader was Stanmark, a length in front of Hackettstown, 3/4 of a length off then Wing Siren. Now Stop the Fight is gaining ground in a hurry, followed by Fond Heart on the outside. Just behind that group as they race towards the turn, My Navy Blue. And starting rung was Angry Arthur, followed then by Set to Love down on the inside. Further back behind those then as they race around the corner, Jackovic and New Magic as well back, followed by Kalani Ponds and Fond Memories in the straight with about 350 metres to go. And Stanmark shaken up as the leader. Hackettstown on the outside is running on fairly well, followed by Stop the Fight down the centre. Wing Sirens back along the inside, followed then by Angry Arthur, but under the whip the leader was Stanmark. Now Stop the Fight has moved up on the outside. It's Stop the Fight going out after Stanmark. Stanmark is giving plenty. Stop the Fight on the outside, but Stanmark will hold on. Stanmark a half a length, Stop the Fight. Now Wing Siren may have got third in front of Angry Arthur, followed then by Set to Love. Further back in the field, My Navy Blue. Hackettstown couldn't go on. Then Jackovic, followed by Morning Embrace. Well back behind those, Kalani Ponds, followed by Anavic and New Magic. And one of the last to pull up in the race was Fond Heart. Stand by. Number 8, Stanmark, ridden by Johnny Scorse. 11.90 and 3.40 in New South Wales. 3 Stop the Fight, $2.70. And we'll stand by for third. But the winner held on very well, Stanmark. The winner raced by S. Gadzik and Ms. D. Barrich. A 3-year-old Bayer Brown gelding by Varick out of Hot and Bold, trained by Barbara Joseph and ridden by Johnny Scorse. Number 3 is second. Stop the Fight, a first starter ridden by Lynn Beasley, trained by Danny Williams. A 3-year-old bay gelding by Brief Truce out of Asian Reef. And number 10 is third. Number 10, Wing Siren. Ken Callaghan, the trainer, Jamie Whitney. A 3-year-old bay filly, Dolphin Street out of Blame. So the numbers are official, 8-3-10. 8-3-10 official, 1:11.64 was the time. 8-3-10, number 8 the winner, Stanmark, raced by S. Gadzik and Ms. D. Barrich, and trained by Barbara Joseph, Johnny Scorse. Now the last 600 in 35.08.
okay, we'll check clear now. Race number 3 on the program. Thanks, Tony. And number 1 is Goulburn. And once again, here's Matthew.
Thanks very much and welcome back to Goulburn. We've got the bagpipes playing, but I thought we'd better have a chat with Hugh Bowman, who's on a good chance for Paul Perry in the next race here, race 4 at Goulburn. Good to see you here at Goulburn.
Yeah, it's great to be here today, opening of the new track. Yeah. They've put up a marvellous atmosphere here with plenty of activity between races. Haven't been out there yet, but the jocks in the room say the track's in nice condition and it looks picturesque here today, doesn't it?
Yeah. You'd be pretty keen to get out there on Triple Maze in the next race for Paul Perry. Ran second at Scone last time out and wasn't all that far away. What do you know about Triple Maze?
Triple Maze, I've ridden it its first 2 runs this time in. Got home well first up at Wyong and then went to Scone into a bit weaker company, and I hit the lead furlong out and one came down the outside, probably just a bit more seasoned than what Triple Maze was, but here today, 3rd run back, should be peaking in its fitness and might be hard to beat.
All right, what about that mare in the last race, Favourite Princess? She's very consistent. She ran a pretty fair race at Warwick Farm last time out.
She did, yes. She's very honest mare. I won on her back Golden Fleece Day at Warren, and she won quite impressively that day. She's had a couple of starts since, so I then rode her last start at Warwick Farm, which was a race where there was a lot of pace in, and this filly, she's a natural leader, but I was probably 5 lengths from the lead in that race, running 3rd. There was a lot of pace on, and hopefully if I can be there somewhere today, it won't matter drawing wide because there's not much of a turn here with a 1,000-metre start. So I'm hoping just a drop in class from the city back out to the bush. Might just see you get home first, I hope.
Okay, good luck today.
Thank you.
Hugh Bowman, he'll be riding Triple Maze in those yellow and black colours that so many of Paul Perry's horses carry in the next race, race 4.
Mr. Richard Face there, obviously very happy with the way things have proceeded there at Goulburn. And congratulations to him. Steve Basser and Brett Preble always have pretty good contests together, and there's Brett there coming back.
Sounds a bit close, doesn't it? Minor and Mine Eyes. We'll have to speak correctly. Now the line is just about set, waiting on Folklocracy to move along. Triple Maze and Princess Ella stand up, Stormy Day. Now the line is just about set here. Race 4 Goulburn on this historic occasion. Now Folklocracy goes up, the line is just about set. Henry Scene settles down Ideal Bid. They're just about set now. They're all in. Starter coming around to release the field. This is race 4 of 9. It's over the 1,400 metre course. They're set. The gates open, a good level start, and down towards the inside. Ideal Bid got away well and Dating Stella. Slang went back to the tail of the field. Now going around the field was Minor. Stormy Day is prominent, followed by See a Chance. Triple Maze drifting back on the inside, followed by Henry Scene. Further back behind those Folklocracy, followed by Mine Eyes. Princess Ella second last, and Slang at the tail of the field as they race down the back at the 1,000, and the leader was Minor, taken on by See a Chance on the outside. A length off in third, Stormy Day. Just over a length behind those as they leave the back and race down the side, Dating Stella. Then Triple Maze, Ideal Bid on the inside, followed by Henry Scene. Getting back behind those as they race down the side, Folklocracy, followed by Mine Eyes. Princess Ella second last, and Slang back at the tail of the field up towards the turn. 500 metres to go, and the leader was Minor, taken on now by See a Chance, moving up on the outside. Stormy Day locked away on the rails, followed by Triple Maze. Henry Scene starting a run, followed by Folklocracy. Back behind those, Dating Stella, followed by Mine Eyes, well back with Princess Ella. Around the home turn, racing past the 400, and Minor kicked away again. Minor under hands on heels as the leader, trying hard. Stormy Day on the inside, followed by See a Chance, and then Henry Scene running on down the centre, and out wide Princess Ella. He's got to go for Minor. Minor's 2 in front. Henry Scene is running on, and then Folklocracy down the centre, but Minor's well clear. Inside the final 50, it's all Minor, and Minor goes to the line to win it well. Flashing up Slang second. Henry Scene is third, followed further back then Folklocracy. Princess Ella further back to Ideal Bid, Stormy Day, then See a Chance further back, then Triple Maze. Mine Eyes second last, and the last one was Dating Stella. Minor is the winner. Minor paying $2.80 for the win, $1.50 for the place. Minor ridden by Rod Quinn, trained by John Hawkes, and raced by the Woodland Stud Syndicate. The managers J.H. and R.W. Ingham. And congratulations to the Inghams, a 3-year-old bay gelding by Jade Hunter out of Memorabilia. So the winner is number 2, Minor, ridden by Rod Quinn, in the time of 1:23.68. The last 600, 34.96. 34.96. The overall time was 1:23.68. Number 1, Slang from the tail of the field, has got second, ridden by Scott Pollard, ridden by Danny Williams, and we're standing by for third. Just repeating that sectional time, 34.96. 2, the winner, that was Minor, ridden by Rod Quinn. 1 is second, Slang, and 9 third, that being Henry Scene. The winner to return, $2.80, $1.50. Number 1, $2.70. 9, $2.90.
All right, 2, 1 and 9 there. So it was a pretty good win by Minor there for John Hawkes, and Rodney Quinn back to form after starting to ride yesterday after a fairly lengthy layoff. Now race 5 at Traralgon. The Great Waltz at 3:30. Goulburn.
Yes, Richard Face, the Minister for New South Wales Racing and Gaming, conducted the official opening of the Goulburn track just prior to that previous race, and he's with me now. Good afternoon, Minister. $10 million has been spent on this racetrack, and I know you're always pretty keen for this new track to be built.
Well, it's strategically placed in a position where it can be of great benefit to the industry and not only Goulburn. It's not that far from Warwick Farm. It can get down to the coast with the roads being better now. It can go back into Queanbeyan and Canberra, and hopefully they will get trainers here additional to what they've attracted. But of course, starting out with a new track's a great advantage. You haven't got to put your hand in your pocket for major capital items for about 10 years, but it's a great tribute to the Goulburn area and generally to country racing. If you give them a challenge, they'll always pull it off.
Is country racing strong at the moment?
Look, the Country Racing Council, as part of the TRB, is one of the success stories. And even in the last few weeks when I've been making changes, they weren't exactly happy with all that was happening, but they said, look, it's your judgment. We'll get in behind you and we'll give it a go, and we expect you, if something doesn't work out in the fullness of time, to come back and see you. And that's been the attitude. And as I said, the Country Racing Council have been able to come up with strategies now that gives country racing a great opportunity of long-term survival. It's a part of the fabric of society of the country, and that's when people try to compare Victoria and New South Wales. They don't realise the difference in population and the way racing is run in this state, and over such a wide area with so many clubs all wanting to survive, and quite rightly, because, as I said, they're a part of the social fabric of the country. So, yeah, they're going very well.
Terrific. Thanks for your time. Good to see you here.
Good. Thanks very much for having me.
Have a good afternoon. Hope you back a few winners. Richard Face, the New South Wales Racing Minister. Race 5 coming up here, Nick, and we'll be back with Wayne Harris and more interviews very soon.
Well done. Thank you very much, Matthew. It's Wayne Harris.
Back here at Goulburn, we're joined by a guy that pretty well knows his way to the winner's circle, and that's Matty Carl. Matt, you've been on fire lately, 6 at Canberra the other day.
It's a great day, Wayne. Tremendous thrill. I just said everything went right in the day, so it was great.
Riding for a trainer like Johnny Morris here must be a big advantage. You got a lot of good rides for him here again today.
Yeah, we've got a lot of horses in work, Wayne. They're very well bred, they're very well trained, always race well, and yeah, you go to the races at Canberra, 4 or 5 top rides. Yeah.
The upcoming race, you're riding a horse called Money Mover, which is stepping up the 1,600 metres here today. Would that be an advantage?
I think it'll suit her, Wayne. She's from a New Zealand family, very well bred mare she is, filly, and her last run was quite good over 1,400. She was working the line quite well. I think the mile will suit her.
In the staying race, you're riding Sound Runner. On her best form, she wouldn't be without a chance.
Yeah, last run was a bit disappointing, but the run before that was quite good. So yeah, he'd have to get one of the main chances.
And Yarrow Place is a pretty interesting runner from the Johnny Morrissey stable. Blinkers on today. Could it bring out the best in this horse?
Yeah, she can be a bit erratic, so blinkers might help. It's an experiment. Hopefully it works, Wayne.
And here's the Prince of He strikes his old form. He's got to be in the main race of the day.
Yeah, he's a class old horse, Wayne. You've got to touch a class about him. You can never write them off, can you?
Matty, you rode 6 the other day. What can you do here today? You haven't ridden one so far. You better throw the Sky Channel viewers into a winner.
No, I'll be happy with one. I think the next Money Move. I think she's my best chance.
Okay, mate. We'll let you go back, rest up and ride a winner for us. Go on you, Matty. Yeah, he's one of the best country-based riders we've seen for a long, long time, Matty Carl, and he really knows his way to the winner's circle. Back to the studio.
Okay, race 5 are cleared. They're almost set. Let's take it there, and here's Brenton. Okay, let's take it out of Tony for race number 5 at Goulburn as they move in well.
Now they're moving in well over there at the 1,000. I've got a bit of competition here on course, as you can probably hear. Give somebody a microphone and that's all they need. Now they're moving in well. Over there at the 1,600. Now counted, led around. Laurie Darlin about to be let in. Gold Ray is still out with Ebony. And My King, we've got I'm a King and My King in this. So again, we'll have to speak proper. Number 4 is the favourite, 3.10 ahead of number 1 at 3.30. Now, 2 to move in. My King, Ebony is 3 in fact, and Counted also out of line. Historical drawn the inside, stands up well. Kazatska, Counted, Silver Spindle. Now, My King will complete the line. Just waiting on My King to move in. The line is just about set here. This is race 5 of 9 on this historic occasion. Now they're set. Starter coming around to release the field. Another big field here. They're set. It's over 1,600. Ebony stands up well. Promised Land. I'm a King throwing the head in the air. They're racing now. And Laurie Darlin out wide got away well. Ebony is showing speed. And My King closer down towards the centre. Promised Land and Cam Joe is getting right up along the inside, followed then by Kazatska. Further back behind those then on the inside, Historical, followed by Casino Fox. Coquette is back worse than midfield when they sort themselves out. Then Money Mover followed further back in the field. At the tail of the field was Gold Ray as they race down the back inside the 1,200. A good race for the lead. We're going to the lead now. It's Promised Promised Land about a half a length in front of My King. Now I'm a King is third on the outside. Further back behind those, Kazatska followed on the inside, then by Cam Joe and Casino Fox in that group. Further back behind those, then Silver Spindle as they make the next turn and race down the side. Then Casino Fox, Historical back along the inside, Ebony behind those. Further back behind those, Coquette giving the leaders a big start. Money Movers down on the inside, followed by Laurie Darlin, and Gold Ray is last of all. As they race down the side of the track, they've got about 5.50 to go, and Promised Land is the leader, followed then by I'm a King, running on fairly well. Counted up in that group and going very wide. Silver Spindle's running on. Back behind those in the field, then Cam Joe on the rails, and a long break behind those, Casino Fox in the straight inside the 400 metre mark, and Promised Land, the leader, I'm a King, is moving up on the outside. Further back behind those, Silver Spindle, followed then by My King and Cam Joe on the inside, and Ebony coming down the centres with a late run now. Many chances inside the 200. Silver Spindle has reached the lead. Casino Fox is running on, and also Ebony out very wide, Coquette, but now Casino Fox reached the lead, and here's Gold Ray. Gold Ray out of the pack has got up to beat them all. Gold Ray has beaten Casino Fox. Now Silver Spindle is third, Coquette fourth. Further back in the field, then Ebony, followed by Historical, then My King, further back Money Mover, then Kazatska, followed by I'm a King. A long break, Promised Land, followed then by Cam Joe and Laurie Darlin, and Counted pulled up amongst the tail enders. Gold Ray, it's come from nowhere. Gold Ray, good winner at Nara last start. Number 12, Gold Ray, Alan Robinson. Gold Ray, 21.30 for the win, 4.20 for the place. Casino Fox, $2.80, and 13 Silver Spindle has returned $5.50. But Gold Ray, trained at Nara by Robert Price, ridden by Alan Robinson, drew an outside gate, and won a maiden at Nara last meeting. And the winner raced by BA and Mrs. G.V. Noble, a 4-year-old brown gelding by Captive Edition out of Asian Princess. Number 10, second, Casino Fox, trained by Gary Nixon at Warwick Farm, Brad Pengelly. And third, number 13, Silver Spindle, is trained at Goulburn by Ken Callaghan, Jamie Whitney. So those numbers are official, 12, 10, 13.
Here you and see how things are going at Goulburn.
Things are going pretty well, Nick. In fact, they're going very well indeed. Wayne's tipped us a few winners today, and hopefully you'll be able to find us the winner of the next race on the card, a 2100 metre race. So the crowd here will get a good look at them starting down in the home straight, down to the judge, and 1 lap to go. Distance race, Wayne, what do you think?
Yeah, I guess they're all exciting starts, these ones. You know, we haven't seen them very often. I'm going to put Big Australian on top here, formerly with the Jack Denham stable, now with Ian Finn. He hasn't run for a month, but he's got good form last preparation, previously. Good third to Desru at his last start at Wyong. He's had a month to freshen up, and coming back to the 2100 here, does look well placed. He should sit up somewhere on the speed. Thought the danger might be number 10, Shazam, and Danny Williams runner here. Lenny Beasley to ride. Nice fifth last start, wasn't beaten that far behind Rich Sound. So that was at Randwick. And Sand Runner put in a shocker last start, but 2 starts back did win at Randwick in a pretty good field, and Matthew Carl will take the ride there. So summing up, I put 2 on top to beat 10 and 9, Matt.
2, 10, 9. Back to you, Nick.
Well done, Matt. Thank you, Wayne. Set now. Tarragon, they moved in well.
They're set at long last.
Here's Matthew.
And welcome back to Goulburn, a very important day for the community and of course for the local trainers with the official opening today of this brand new racetrack. One trainer who I'm sure will bring horses here on a regular basis is Barbara Joseph. That's certainly been the case today. Barb, what are your thoughts on the new Goulburn?
Oh, look, I think the new track is absolutely wonderful. The grandstands and everybody's getting a fair view of the track. I think it's just absolutely wonderful.
Barb, you've got a stable at Canberra. Have you also still got horses at Bombala?
Yes, I still do have horses at Bombala and as well at Canberra, but it takes me 3 hours from Bombala to Goulburn, you know, so I mean, yeah, I'll be well and truly bringing a lot of horses here.
What about from Canberra? Wouldn't be a long trip from Canberra. It'd be quite convenient, wouldn't it?
No, it's going to be wonderful to be able to have a track like this, you know, only an hour from Canberra. It's going to be really good.
Okay. What about your other runner today? You've only got one left. It's Mook Time, who goes around in race 7.
Yes, Mook Time. He's a nice little horse. He goes very well fresh. We didn't draw very well, but you're not going to expect him to run very well.
Now, race 6 at Stall, thanks, Babs. She's old.
Waiting on Stand Firm, Hand Sky and Shazam.